See him very shortly, okay? And he is considering that situation at hand. There's a woman there that he's getting into an argument with. It could be a family member, I feel. Could be his mother or a sister or some type of relative that I see him in argument with. I saw it before and I see it now. So again, I keep seeing this person. So I feel that this person is already in your life and you know who I'm talking about. And if not, you're fixing to know. But this person is coming into your life, this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and I feel that this person sets in what it is you're looking for. Okay, I do feel that you will take that chance with that man. And there you go. We keep seeing those fives again next to you, right underneath on you, all over again. It's like you saying, it's my way or the highway. Well, sweetie, if that's the case, you're never going to be on a good relationship, because I see men entering, but your negativity and the way your personality is going to just completely turn these men cold, even if they love you. Because I see the Scorpio coming back, wanting to be with you, and he will consider that whole situation of a family. But I also see you taking adventures or, you know, friends with benefits with the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And to your surprise, including the Scorpio surprise, that he might even find out that you're already talking to someone else when he decides to come back. There's also another person here, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And I see you, all these fives, again, right underneath you. You being mad, being upset. You don't want to work and be patient on this commitment relationships. You want them to come in. Basically, if you meet a guy today, you want to tell them, marry me today. And that's just, you're just going to end up with a bad relationship if you do that. If you keep that up. And all this negativity won't get you anywhere. I mean, I see that Scorpio coming back, but then it's going to fall apart again. Because they're not, it's almost like you're saying, you know what? You're not man enough to commit. You're not man enough to do this. Then you're ruining their ego. They can't. We women mature faster than men. And we could be ready to get married, you know, as soon as at 12 years old. And the man is not ready until he's 25, 30 to get married. Some. You know, not even. So I think that you're pushing it. And if you meet a man in under 1 month and he wants to marry you, be very cautious. Why they want to marry you so soon, so fast? I'm telling you that if you, there's something about it that is telling me, if you keep it up, then eventually, even if the Scorpio comes, he's going to end up leaving you and end up committing later, further down the line, to somebody else. Okay? And I feel that there's someone that is coming in, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, for a commitment relationship. Not a committed relationship, but a friends with benefits. I feel that you're going to be a little bit confused with that person, and you're fixing to see that person before this. We're in September, in November. I feel that person. I feel that someone that you already know, and you might consider to take this relationship, but he's already in a committed relationship. I feel that you're meeting someone that is already married, so keep that in mind. If they don't tell you, well, be cautious, because I feel that you're fixing to meet a man who you might consider to take an adventure with, and just be careful because he's married, okay? Now, I also see the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn person. I don't see him as a married man, but I do see him that he has children prior to. So be careful with that too, okay? It's telling me, don't lie to yourself, within yourself, saying that things can be fixed if you put a ring onto the situation. You can be happy 1,000,000 times over in not being married. Okay, keep that in mind. You're very lucky that if he was in your life for whatever time frame, you know, I hear of marriages over and over. They've been married for so many years, and they cheated on each other, you know, vice versa, and then they stay in the marriage because they're married and because they have kids, and you know, so sometimes it's better off to be with a person without being married to. But if you are a religion person and you feel that you need to be committed in that sense, then you shouldn't have lived and moved in with a person, you know, I say. Because once you move in with someone, that marriage paper just kind of dissolves a little bit. Okay? And I feel that this is also one of the things that took place between you two. That if you moved in together prior to, say, you know what, marry me in all these situations, then the man feels like he can continue to live in that situation. So it's not necessarily all his fault. It's also your fault. Okay? But having said that, I feel that it's more of how you handle those situations, that it's cold, straightforward, demanding, and it's a turnoff, okay? And it's a worrisome to him as well as others. But to him mainly, since he's the one that we're questioning, it worries that situation, that part of you, okay? And yes, he would like to be in a committed relationship, but not right now. And of having children, not right now. But because we have this 5 underneath you, is telling me that you need to unblock those kind of ways of yours and also change and clean your energy. If not, he will come back and leave and eventually end up with somebody else. Okay? He is coming back. It's a yes. I feel that him and someone else is coming back. Okay? So, but I see these 5s in all these good cars. So it's literally telling me it's her fault. And it's okay. I mean, things can be fixed. Now that you see this, you know, you might say to yourself, you know, F that can't be my fault. He did this and he did that. But you have to see, not when someone does wrong, not necessarily that one person is at fault for everything. Okay? Sometimes, you know, depending what sun, moon, or rising signs we are, that characterize how we are, you know, within the intimacy and within, you know, professionally. And even though they're great qualities, it can tend to damage the intimacy section. Okay? So keep that in mind. Now, let me do the other cards and see. If you're patient, when he comes back, he will want to commit to you further down the line. If you're patient enough, you know, it might take you more than a year to do so, but eventually it will be, if you know how to work within your sign and his sign, is what I'm saying. Okay? And if you've been a little bit more cold in certain things, then change those situations. And also remember that if you live with someone without being married, you have to keep in consideration that you have to date the person that you're with. You have to always flirt with them and just, you know, find ways to give them credit for the good things, not the bad. So remember that even when you date someone, and especially when you marry the person or live with a person. Okay? Because those are the things that sometimes we fail to do, and we forget that we also need attention, love, and care, and nursing each other. Okay? So, and always look to your best ability for them, especially for you. So keep that in mind. Okay, this reading, you and person in question is, you both are Priest and High Priestess. And then we'll just leave it at that, and let's see what the universe has to store. Thank you. What are you scared and afraid? You feel that he left you for someone else. If he didn't tell you those things, then it's not. Okay? Because I feel that there's a misplaced communication in that. But someone is trying to come into his life. Okay? Again, someone else is trying to come into his life as well as yours. I feel that you already know this person and you're fixing to see that person quite soon. And be careful, because if before the Scorpio comes back, I feel that you could be, you know, at play here and try to date someone that is within your work environment. I see intimacy happening with that person. And so reconciliation is there, but if you keep being so negative, it's going to take you a little bit longer, is what I'm saying. And I felt that he run like a chicken because you probably pressed on the commitment situation. So he felt that it's overbearing, you know, for you to bring it up again and again. It's what I'm seeing here. Okay, he's still waiting. I mean, he still wants to come back. It's saying. So he will try to contact you. Okay, he will try to look for you. Is what it's saying. But I felt that you kept pushing that matter quite, you know, constantly, and you said this or that, and so he just had no choice. Unfortunately, if you had a good thing with the person, you should have just kept it, and then eventually it would have dissolved to that. It has to come from them, you know, not from you, because then he will not be happy with you at all. Okay, keep that in mind. Now let me see here real quick on him. Yes, you will be married one day, but you need to be patient. And I'm not going to give you a date either, or a year or not. No, I'm not going to, because I feel that you are too impatient with that situation. And I feel that when you stop asking and wanting it, the universe will give you the right time, the right place, and the right person. Okay? That kind of show me what I must need to know. And this will be for him. You and him are still priest and high priestess, and there we are. He's still holding out. He's still waiting. I mean, in between you and him, he just didn't see things certain clear, okay? I feel that there's another woman that is near close to you, someone that you're probably communicating with. Be careful what you say to the other people in reference to him, because I feel that there's someone that is meddling in too much into this, into your relationship, and is causing you conflicts. It's a dishonest person. Is what I'm seeing here. And you're saying, well, I can't do this if he's going to be with someone else. I do not see someone in his life besides you, period. Okay? I do, however, see another man in your life. He doesn't have anybody right now, and no one that he's interested either, is what I'm seeing here. Okay? Now, even though there's women out there that will flirt with him and like him, he's not having it. But I do feel that there will be a relationship for you further down the line. I feel that you're going to be the one stepping out, doing something you're not supposed to, because you cannot seem to be patient and wait for that commitment. Okay? I feel that he's been waiting to let things cool off, because he feels like your temperament is one of the things. So he will come back around. He will come back to the relationship. But I also see another man already taking his place further down the line. So I feel that patience is not one of your good signs. To have a marriage, it's a lifetime situation most of the time. So if you're very impatient in reference to that situation, you're going to end up on a bad one. I'm telling you already. So I feel that he wants to do the right things. And I feel that that's good for him. And even if he were to talk to someone, it means nothing to him. And he does care for you still. But I feel that you're putting things too hard for him when it should be easy for him. I feel that he's having a hard time missing you, wanting things to end. He's feeling lonely sometimes. And he feels that sometimes he feels that if he were to marry you, he's going to be lonely, depressed, fighting, problems, you kicking him every now and then, is what he's saying right now to me. Okay, so I don't know, you know, what necessarily situation happened between you two, but this is what I'm sensing. He's afraid to commit because something about you just doesn't click. I don't know if it's the personality. I don't know if it's your way of being with him. I mean, he's just saying, you know, if I marry her, I'm going to have a lot of conflict, and she's going to kick me, or you know, off and on the house, and you know, I'm gonna be lonely sometimes with her because of her ways. She's bossy, you know, arrogant at times. It's what he's telling me, okay? And if he has not told you those things, well, it's probably one of the reasons why. If he's not able to communicate truly how he feels about anything, then that's that. How could you marry someone like that? You know. And he should not feel that way. He should feel that he can confide in you, and vice versa. And he should be able to want to be in love and marry you and give you everything. But I feel that it's just, to him it might be a big deal, but to you it might not, you know. So, and it might not be a serious thing either. So maybe it's the way you're talking to him. Maybe just think about it, okay? He is someone that you live with. He's your partner and not your child, okay? So I don't know why I had to say that, but I said it, so there you have it, okay? Now, if you can work on this, any of the things that I've said, then that will be to your best advantage, because for this relationship or any relationship that comes along, okay? I feel that eventually you will try to unblock certain situations and look and see. Listen to the critics that he has to say, okay? That's what I'm saying. Listen to what he has to say and take it in and work around those situations that he has to say. And don't take it as an assault, as an insult. Take it as something that it's for the better, that it will work eventually, okay? Just like there are things that you might not like of him. So we're not perfect. We're just not perfect. And we have our ways, we have ourselves, you know, we like certain things and they like certain things. So you have, every day it's a new day, okay? So keep that in mind. So yes, he will contact you again. Yes, he wants to get back with you, but he's a little bit concerned of this situation. If he's been so good to you, because I feel that he has, I feel that you're letting go of a good man, of something that you're pushing it and just pushing it, you know. Be patient. However long you've been with them, then you know what, wait a little bit longer so this can happen further down the line in the future, okay? But I feel that at a certain level, I don't see you being patient enough to wait for that. I feel that you're going to take a leap into seeing someone else, okay? Because you're just looking for that commitment. Be patient, sweetie. Be patient, because I know people. I know of a client that, you know, just recently got married, close to 55, 60. You know, someone that was patient enough. Had bad relationships, got into a relationship, married for certain years, it went bad. And then the person decided to wait for quite some time to remarry again. And soon enough, said, you know what, I'm done looking, and I'm just going to sit and wait. And sure enough, that person found someone truly happy. So I'm not saying it's going to happen to you on those years. No, it will happen to you in a very short time. But you need to find patience first and let it come to you. Don't go for it. Don't chase it. Let it come to you, okay? And I hope that this was help to you, sweetie. And make the choices that are best fit for you at all times. However, for your own benefit, for your own happiness. But be patient and learn to listen to what the other person has to say so you can adjust and just float with the energy, okay? He will come back. He will talk to you. He does wants to come back to you. He is considering the situation that you put at hand. He would like to, yes, but one day be married and have family. At this this point, no, not yet. He's not ready yet. He's very scared of the whole situation, and he's scared of how you're going to take it. And I feel that you're missing out on a good man because you want a certain commitment. Wait for it, and there are other ways to get it to do that, okay? Other ways. Spells, your ways of being, your ways of changing. There are other ways, okay? Well, besides that, good luck, sweetie.